Today I'll be reviewing the Desmond DCF-432 carbon fiber tripod that I had purchased off of eBay. Now, from my knowledge and my research, there are only two places you can buy the tripod, and that is off of Amazon for $199 and eBay for the same price, $199. I believe it's the same retail or seller on both places. But I end up purchasing mine on eBay only for the fact that I have PayPal credit and I use it quite often. But I went to Amazon to look at reviews as well as on the internet to research and see what people were saying about it. So from my initial research, I had concluded that a few people were pretty excited about it, especially at the $199 price point for essentially a 2 series tripod that was carbon fiber. From my investigation research, a few guys had mentioned on some forums that they had received it and they were very pleased, they were very happy with it, especially for the quality, that it should be a more expensive tripod in their eyes, but they were waiting to really test it out. So I'm excited that I just received this, and I'm going to open the bag, kind of walk you through my first impressions and everything, so I can give you some insight on if this is a right purchase for you. Now what you get after you open the box is you get the travel bag. It's a black nylon bag. You have your handles, with the Velcro, so it helps you get that better grip. Then you got the shoulder pad, not very padded, a little bit of padding, not extremely padded, of course. And then you have the bag itself. So there is some padding on the sides. It's not just a bag. Thin bag like I received with my cheap travel tripod that I bought off Amazon 6 months ago, but there is some padding on there, so that's good. Could it be more padded? Sure, but are you going to use this? That depends on you. I don't use these. I only mostly strap to my backpack, my tripod bear. I don't have a backpack that holds the tripod within the backpack, and I don't want to carry another bag along with my camera backpack, or sometimes I might just carry it in my hand. So that's me personally, so I'm not sure how important this bag is to you, but to me it's not. But this seems like a pretty decent solid bag. So let's get inside and I'll show you more. I have already opened this bag up earlier to take a look at it, so this is not going to be exactly the way it came, but I took all the pieces apart and put them inside, so just so you know, you might get yours a little differently. I did want to disclose that. So what we have is the tripod itself. As you can see, it's carbon fiber, and you can see up close that we have an aluminum base with the aluminum leg mounts. We have red, it looks metal, anodized red levers, and then we have the large column lock. So you see the legs, they're really nice. I believe this is 8-ply, and pretty thick, especially compared to my travel tripod, which seems to be substantially thinner than this. And then we see that we have the leg locks. This is a 4-section leg, and then we also have the tip, which I'll get into a little further. So as you can see, it does only have one leg with the foam grip on it, which I like. I personally don't like legs with all foam grips. To be honest, I'd rather not have a foam grip, but I could take that off. So that's it's good that when you purchase something, it gives you that option, and if you don't like it, you can take it off. But I personally don't like it too much, so one for me is good. I'm glad that it doesn't have all three. So moving on, we have the column lock. Well, I should say this is the head mount, and then you have your bolt. This bolt is I believe it's a 3/8, as long as with the 1/4 inch, so that you have both, depending on what you have with your head. We have to have the short mount. So this is metal, could be aluminum maybe, anodized black, but it's solid metal. And we have the column, the long column. This is 15 inches long, a little over 15 inches long, so you have quite a long column. When I purchased this tripod, when I was doing my research, I wanted to get a tripod that I could stand without having this column, that I could stand fully and with my ball head on top and with my camera on top would be perfect for my height. I'm 5'11", so I was looking for something, 54 inches, and then 4 inches for a ball head, and then let's say 2 to 3 inches on top of that to be center inside your screen of your camera or eye view. So that was for me what I was looking for. I don't use this, and I didn't want to use this. I wanted something that would be more secure without this and fit my needs. I mean, it's nice to have this, don't get me wrong, but I think that you kind of want to stay away from using it if you can so much. But if you need to, it's obviously not going to hurt anything because this is a very secure tripod nonetheless. And then we have the hanger that you can hang your backpack or weights or anything on, that goes in the bottom of the column. And we got some tools. So we got some instructions in here and warranty card, and then we have some Allen wrenches as well to fit everything. So now let's take a closer look at the tripod. So now to show you the leg mechanism, it's pretty. These legs feel pretty tough. They feel pretty solid, especially when I move the legs. They're in there. So with one leg lock, you see how quick and easy that is. You see it gets this tall. Now, I use that length a lot. Sorry, let me scoot this back out. But I use that length a lot, actually. It's perfect for when I want to get a good foreground element. And it is so sturdy. It's so solid. I mean, you can't even budge these legs. They're great. Like with the 3 legs extended, and it comes up to mid-torso. Real sturdy, again. If I look at it and I try to push down on the legs, I mean, I weigh 180 pounds and I'm putting weight on it and I'm just starting to see a tad bit above, but that's by putting all my weight on it. But I mean, this is solid. And if I try to put my weight on it to make the legs collapse, it doesn't. It's solid. As you can see, this goes up to my neck, and if we were to put my ball head on, with the camera on, it's perfect height. Now, the thing is sturdy. I'm just super happy. I'm super excited. I was a little worried at first, or not really worried, but I was taking a chance. I think when we look at reviews, we all take chances when we see something that seems to be too good to be true. But so far, I would have to say it is as good as it seems or sounds. So I'm excited to go out and test it and come back with some reviews. Now, I did want to add one thing, that there's only one seller, Desmond. They sell on Amazon and they sell on eBay, and I believe it's just the one place, Desmond, because I googled Desmond.com and then they gave an email address. So I think it's just one seller. And I had a question about the tripod, and I think this is really good. So I had a question about the tripod, and I emailed the email that I got off of the Desmond website, and within a half an hour I got an answer to my question, which I thought was pretty amazing. So think of it as you will. If customer service is important to you, I think that is for me, especially when I was trying to make my purchase decision. I think that was great that they responded back quickly. That gives me a sense of that they want my business and that they're there for you if there's any issues or any problems. So that's another plus as well, especially when you're purchasing a product that you don't know much about, and you're trying to do the research and be able to reach right out to that owner or the customer service department, what have you. So overall, I would say, you know, this is the steal of a century. $199, can't beat it. Can't wait to use it. I'm going to post another video after I use it for a while and let you guys know how it goes. I'll be posting this on YouTube, and I'm going to link it into the Amazon review as well to help people, because I think they should know what they could be getting, and to be able to save 100, 150, maybe even $200 from a similar quality brand name tripod. I think that's huge. You know, you can have the tripod plus you can have their ball head or a ball head for that same amount of money. And speaking of ball head, Desmond has some really cool ball heads that I was and I am still thinking about getting. They look like the Real Right Stuff ball heads, but they're a little bit different. I would like to purchase a 55 or 54 millimeter and test that out against my just 44 millimeter. Not test it against, you know, weight or anything, but just how it fits with my tripod. So it seems like they have some great products, and I'm very curious about it, especially for the prices that they have and the customer service. So anyway, leave a response or ask any questions. Feel free. I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can. I'll follow up with a video after I get some time with it. And thanks. I'll see you.